What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with the beginner guitar tutorial for Cross Me by Ed Sheeran, Chance, and PnB Rock. If this video helps you out, hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments below what are the songs by any of these awesome artists that you want to learn on guitar. Guys, the first thing that you want to know to play Cross Me on guitar is that in order to get rid of some bar chords and keep this as beginner friendly as possible, we're going to capo up to 4th fret. And if you don't have a capo, I'll have a link to get this capo for free right up here. The next thing we would usually go over is the structure of this song, but we actually are just going to have the same chord progression and strum pattern played through pretty much the whole entire song, so we don't need to worry about the structure. And the last thing you want to know before we dive into Cross Me is the 3 chords that we need to play this song. The first one is C, the next one is D, and the last one is E minor. And I'll have chord charts for all of those in the pinned comment below for those of you who need them. And with all that in mind, guys, let's dive into Cross Me. Man, this is a cool song, and it's a very interesting style. It seems like Ed's new songs that he's releasing, these singles from the new album, are very much a step away from his traditional acoustic guitar-driven songs, which is different. I really like his acoustic guitar style, but it's kind of cool that he's trying something different out. So with that in mind, since he is stepping away from acoustic guitar with this song, it's mostly a keys and drum based song. So what that means is that leaves us up to a little bit of interpretation as far as what we play for this on guitar. So with that in mind, we're gonna have one chord progression that plays through the entire song, and then we're gonna have one strum pattern that plays through most of the song. So first, let's take a look at that chord progression. Our chord progression that's gonna repeat through the entire song is gonna be C, D, E minor, and then back to D. And that is going to repeat through literally the whole entire song. What we're going to be doing for strum pattern for most of the song, and again, this is a little bit up to interpretation, but this is what I'm doing that I think fits very well, is we're going to do down, down, up, down, down for each chord. That's a pretty common strum pattern, and it's really good for pop songs. It kind of fits in well with a lot of pop songs and this kind of feel and vibe. And this is a really good, like, I don't know, it's just a good universal strum pattern that fits really well with this song. If you play along with the song, it'll fit just right. So a little bit of a walkthrough of what that'll look like with each chord is about like this. We're gonna have down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. And that's really what's going to repeat through pretty much the entire song. Now, the only place that it changes a little bit, or you can change a little bit what you're doing, is kind of in those parts where it just drops down to just really light drums and really light keys and mostly vocals. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm not really going to run through it, but just to show you kind of an option on that, you can do single down strums, same chord progression, just single down strums through each one of those. It's kind of up to you, but honestly, with this song, you really can pretty much stick with that long strum pattern, the down, down, up, down, down that I just showed you. You really can play that through pretty much the whole song, and that's really what I'm usually doing. Occasionally, I'll drop down to those single down strums on the parts where it just kind of mellows out a little bit, but really, like I said, you really can pretty much stick with that kind of cool strum pattern, bouncy strum pattern that plays through a lot of the song, pretty much the whole song. So guys, with all that in mind, a couple of times through that chord progression and that strum pattern that will repeat through pretty much the entire song, Cross Me will look about like this. And guys, that is everything that you need to know to play Cross Me on guitar. As always, if you have any questions, you can hit me up in the comments down below. I'm usually pretty quick getting back to those. And again, if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I have about 675 other guitar and ukulele lessons on this channel, and I usually try to post at least 3 to 5 new lessons every single week. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, there could not be a more perfect channel for you to check out. If you want to see what song I'm jamming on today or pictures of my dog, you can hit up my Instagram story at the Groovy Guitar Dude. Link for that will be in the description below. Guys, I'm so stoked to be seeing some new Ed Sheeran songs coming out. This song is really interesting, and I Don't Care was really interesting. They're really great songs, but it's really different for Ed Sheeran from his usual style of kind of acoustic guitar driven songs. Whereas these songs that have been coming out are a lot more kind of poppy and more drum based and more kind of a little bit less organic sounds. That might not be the right way to describe that exactly, and I don't mean it necessarily in a derogatory way either. It's just a little bit of a different style for Ed Sheeran, and I think it's kind of cool that he's stepping out of his comfort zone with this album a little bit, so far at least, and doing a few things that are a little bit outside of the acoustic guitar driven songs. It's very interesting, and it's kind of cool to learn these kind of songs on guitar. I love teaching songs on guitar on this channel in particular that are not really songs that you would necessarily think about playing on guitar. Now this is Ed Sheeran, so of course everybody's thinking like, oh, we have to play this on guitar because it's an Ed Sheeran song. But this song really doesn't have any actual guitar in it, so it's very cool to find the chord progression that's in the song and then kind of adapt to some different strum patterns and picking patterns and whatever else you might be able to find and draw out of this song to make kind of a cool cover of it. I love doing that. I love doing songs like that where you really don't traditionally think about playing guitar to a song like this one that has no actual guitar in it. If Ed Sheeran wasn't in this song, nobody would really think very much about playing this on guitar. But it's a really cool song. It does have a chord progression that's in it that's being played kind of on the keys in the background, and so we can follow that chord progression and adapt guitar to it and kind of play around with strum patterns and things like that. So it's really fun. It's cool kind of to experiment with things like this, and it's a really fun song. It's cool. I like the lyrics. I like the collab. I'm a big fan of Chance, so I loved seeing him on this collab as well. And this is a cool song. I had a lot of fun jamming around on this one and learning it. I hope you guys have a lot of fun jamming on it as well, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.